My name's Jasper, and this is my second channel. Feel free to check out my main channel down below. But this is a channel where I post daily videos answering people's questions on how to grow a digital marketing agency using the GoHighLevel software. I've built my own six-figure agency over the past few years, and I still manage clients to this day, so I'm in the trenches with you. And now I help others for free to grow their own agency. And for context, the Zoom call recordings you'll see in these videos, I do every day for free for my GoHighLevel affiliates and just answer their different questions. If you want to be a part of these free Zoom calls and work with me directly, you can read more about how to get access to that down below.
Can you walk me through? I think I want to get into doing these voice agents um, for the small businesses. Can you walk me through like a step by step how to set this up? Um, I
Yes.
started doing it before, and then I kind of got stuck where where you have to input the information that the like if you're asking questions, the answers that it's given you. I know you can do like web crawler and crawl a website and put all that information in, or you can probably do like a chat GPT, ask them, but that's kind of where I got stuck when I was trying to do it on my own. So if we can just go like step by step here, just so the way my brain works, it's just like I'm a very step by step and I have to do it to really like to learn it. I have to do it a couple times before I learn it, but I'm very step by step. So I'm assuming the first thing is I have to be in the client's sub account. Is that correct? Is that where I'm doing it from?
That's right. Yep,
Okay, so
exactly.
let's say this is my client, so I'm in their sub account. So obviously I'm going to go create your first AI agent.
Yep, you got it. All right. And then just yeah, we could do a custom one.
Custom one. Okay.
There's a marketplace now where there's like different niche pre-built AI agents, but they're pretty like simple and they're not going to be trained to your like client's business fully. You still have to do some customization to them. So
Okay.
anyway, so first step here, just the details of the business. So whatever you want to name the agent, the name of the company, it's auto populating with some info that it's pulling from the sub account. But under the agent name, you can just name it like John or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's the name it will go by,
We'll
and
just
say. And then ABC
see
Realty, that's
realty.
fine. English. And then the voices over there, Jessica, that's going to be
Yeah.
a male voice. You want to change that to a male voice if it's male, female if it's female. So
Okay.
you can
Actually,
decide
let
there.
me. Yeah, because I like her. I like her voice. So we'll just
Okay,
keep you. We'll keep Jessica.
good deal.
And then yep,
And
I'm on Pacific time. And then they said to choose this one, like the default one.
yeah, that one's going to be the best for now. And
And
then
then
the
yep.
initial message. So whenever somebody calls in, this is what the AI agent will say whenever it first picks up. So you can change that later, but we can just leave that for now. That's kind of just a preference of your customer and what they want it to say. And then just click next. The advanced settings, we don't really need to mess with, in my opinion, on this one.
Okay.
But this part, I do like the advanced mode. So if you go ahead and click switch to advanced mode at the top.
Okay. Let me. I'm typing this out too as we're doing this. All right. Switch to advanced mode.
So at the top, you'll notice there's a section with like a drop down that says select knowledge base. That's where you will need to create a knowledge base in the first place. That's going to be the knowledge base of all the information about this client. You can do the web crawler and it can scrape their website. You can feed your own Q&A into it. So if certain questions are asked, the AI agent knows how to handle them. And that's done at the very top under the knowledge bases section, which we can go to here in a minute. Let's continue though. For now, that part we'll need to go back to. And
Oh,
then
okay. So we don't do this. Okay. We don't do this now. Okay. I think maybe that's where I got stuck. I think I was trying to do it now.
you can,
Okay.
I mean, we can go and create a new one.
It's okay.
Eventually we'll have to do it. I was just thinking we'll go ahead and finish the AI bot setup here as much as we can.
Okay.
We can go to the knowledge base because they put it in a different section at the top there. It's under a different tab. So it'll pull us out of this tab if we go over there now. Um, so sorry, go back to the previous step. Click back first at the bottom left there. And then we can still fill in some of this
Oh, yeah.
part. You'll need to switch back to advanced mode. Sorry. And then this is the prompt. So the prompt is just gonna like it's gonna be the overall like what you want the AI agent to do, what the goal of it is. You can see there's different like headings here. So like agent role and objective, you can fill in whatever you want here. Handling caller queries, logic and rules, just some additional rules there for the agent to follow. This one's pretty good for the most part. But if you want the agent to ask certain questions, so if you keep going down, handling caller queries, logics and rules, I think this is where you might feed the agent, hey, ask the customer this question or ask the lead this question. So typically you'd want it to maybe ask some custom questions, but if not, if you just want it to gather like name, email, phone number, then that's fine too. Name, email, phone number would be enough to create a lead out of that person. Well, it already has their phone number because they're calling in from their phone number, but it'll gather their name and their email. So anyway, this is also kind of something that is just different for every client. It depends on what your client wants. So it's hard to like set it up perfect right now when
So
it's
let's
not like
say
a real client, but yeah.
so if I did like a web crawler, it would put the information like it would drag the information from the website into here, right? Like to answer the questions. Is that
Yes, it wouldn't like paste it in here, but it would that's under the knowledge base. So it can pull from this prompt section and it can also pull from the knowledge base, which we'll go and create here in a minute.
okay?
Now,
And if I did like a script like through Chat GPT or through Gemini or something, if I just asked them to create one, would I copy and paste that into here?
yes, yep, exactly.
But would I override everything? Like would I literally like override all this? Like you know what I mean? And just paste what Gemini gave me, or do I have to keep like these? Do I have to keep these things in here and then just override this stuff?
It depends. You don't have to keep this. Like this is just a generic prompt that GoHighLevel's given us that works what good enough. But if you have it some sort of different idea for your agent, and you can keep some of this if you like some of it, and some of it makes sense and you want it to apply. But if all of it's like you got a whole new prompt from Gemini and it's really good and it has everything that you would need the agent to know, then you can just delete this one and then upload your own. It just kind of depends if you like some of the stuff here. Some of the stuff here is good, introduction, you're Jessica, dedicated customer specialist at ABC Realty. Your goal, gather contact information and the caller's query matches a configured tool trigger, use the appropriate tool, just stuff like that. Those are good things for it to know. But if your Gemini prompt gives you something similar, then you could replace it if you like the Gemini one better. But it won't like break the bot or anything if you plug in your own.
Okay.
It still kind of follows a certain pattern in its underlying code, even if you didn't have a prompt here. Because if you use the basic mode, we're in advanced mode right now, but if you use basic mode, there's no place to even put in a prompt. It just kind of follows like whatever contact details you want it to gather, and it'll do good enough. But
Okay.
yeah, we
But for today's demo, can we just do it with the web crawler? Can you just show me how to do that?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. So, I guess scroll to the bottom. Is there a save button at the bottom here? No, I guess. Okay, so at the very top, just go to knowledge base real quick. Let's go ahead and build this out. Or just click create new.
Create
Yeah,
create
this
new.
might pull
Okay.
up a new tab. Let's see. No, it didn't. Just kept the same tab, I think. That's all right. So just click create knowledge base at the top right. And you could call this knowledge base like ABC Realty or whatever the name of the business is. All right, and then description, information about ABC Realty. Yeah, I don't even think this is required, but
Okay.
all right, create. And then this will take us into the knowledge base where we can start feeding different information to it. So here are the options. There's the web crawler that we mentioned. There's FAQs, which are you can feed those in manually. So click on like web crawler first. I guess this will be the easiest one. Do you have a website template built
Yep.
out for this business?
Well, I'm just going to use, I'll just use this one if that's cool.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
So go ahead and copy that and paste, click add source, and then select web crawler. And then
Okay. Add source. Web crawler. And then just paste the URL in there, right?
yep, you got it. And then extract data. So this will crawl it and learn
Hey,
everything about the
Jasper.
site. Yeah.
Sorry, this is Abel. Don't you want to do click on the drop-down menu because this is only going to pull from the home
Oh
if
yeah,
you do exact
click where it
URL.
says exact URL right there. That's a good point, Abel.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All yeah, sorry. All URLs in this domain.
Thanks, Abel, for that. That's,
Or
yeah.
click the other one. All URLs with the domain, the bottom one. Yeah, so that'll pull from all the pages that have the tonyvane.bhhsnv.com domain, whether the path on the end is home, about, blog, like it'll pull from all the pages. Sorry. Good catch, Abel. I forgot about that. And then extract the data. This will take a minute, so this might be our hold up here, but if there's a lot of pages, it's going to take a sec to pull all of them. But I'll show you the other sections while this. Oh, never mind. That was really quick. Sorry, my daughter just came in here. Go to FAQs real fast, Shane. So now that's crawled. That was faster than I thought. I didn't. Sometimes it takes a while. FAQs. This is where you can like add in your own FAQs if you wanted to. But typically the web crawler does a pretty good job. Like if the website has a lot of good info on it, that's usually enough training for the AI receptionist to now know and have context about this business and should be able to handle most questions that are thrown at it. So let's go back to our AI chatbot or our AI receptionist setup and let's apply this knowledge base now that we've built it.
Okay.
You can also
So,
upload files and things like that. So if you had just a massive like spreadsheet or a document with a bunch of info about this business, you could upload it in here and then the chatbot or the knowledge base will crawl it as well and pull all the info from there. But anyway, we can do that later. Just a couple different options there for your knowledge base training. So go back up to the top tab where it says voice AI and let's pull back up Jessica. Go to agent list and then Jessica should be there. Click on her and then we can pull this back up. Go to agent goals at the top. There's like a tab towards the top that says agent goals. Yeah, right there. And then go back to advanced mode. Hey, Rosie, can you go out? Can you go find mom? Go find mom. So click
okay.
back to advanced. I don't know why it keeps switching to basic mode, but it's because we haven't saved it. So now you can click from the drop down and select ABC. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah. See, I think this is where it happened to me last time.
Did we not save it? So go back to knowledge bases again, real fast. Um, Click the three little dots over to the right of it. That's really weird. Welcome to our new AI knowledge base experience. Need to click edit real fast. I don't know. Go to the web crawler.
I think if you go back to voice AI and then do a refresh,
Yeah, you might just have to refresh the
I think
page.
you should technically do the knowledge base before you do the create the agent.
All right, refresh your tab or just refresh your whole page real quick, Shane. We've got a treat for you. Go
Oh,
to, oh, sorry, yeah, not that one. Go to agent goals and then
that's what.
switch to advanced mode. There
Ah,
we
there
go.
it is. Exist. Okay.
And
Okay.
then,
So is this that refresh? You have to manually refresh it. Okay.
You do
Okay.
if you start the voice AI agent creation before you have the knowledge base. If you had the knowledge base prior to starting this, it would be there automatically.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right.
so So now you've got it trained on the website at least, which if the website has a lot of information on it, that'll be good for the most part. When to use the knowledge base, it just pre-fills a prompt right there, which is fine. Then you've got your prompt there. Keep scrolling down on this page. Let's see if there's anything else. All right, so this is where we have different actions. So the actions are what you want to happen after something happens on the call. So for example, if somebody's like, let's say the AI agent asks a question and they ask, "Do you want me to send you a link to our website where you can book an appointment with us," or something like that? And maybe on the website you have a calendar. If the person says yes, then the AI agent can trigger a text message to send to that customer or to that lead, and it'll send them a text to the booking page of the website where they can go in and book an appointment with this realtor or something like that. So there's a few different things you can do here. You can transfer calls as well. So if like at some point the person's like, "I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'd rather talk to an agent," or "I'm looking to talk to John," and maybe John's the real estate agent they were calling in to talk to, the agent can then transfer a call to John's phone, and then John can talk to the person instead of the AI. Some people might just not want to talk to the AI because they're like, "I know this is an AI. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to a real person." You can trigger workflows like an automation that you've created. You can have that trigger off at a certain point. So let's just do like the send SMS one for now. This one, can just call it like send booking link, let's say, to that example that I mentioned earlier. Let's just pretend like we're sending out a link to our website where somebody can book on our booking page. Message input, you can just say, here's the link to book an appointment with an agent at ABC Realty or something like that. And then you'd have to get that link, right? You would do like a colon after that, and then you would paste in, like, just go grab the website link again, the one that we crawled earlier. Is there a booking page somewhere on this website, maybe? Um, that's all right. Let's just plug in the home page here for now, but pretend like this is the booking page. Pretend like this is the page on the website where there would be a calendar where somebody can go book a time to talk to this agent. And maybe a
Yeah.
real estate agent wouldn't really work off booked appointments like this. This might be a bad example, but just an example of how you use these trigger events that can happen while the call is going on. This is what it would look like. And then down below this box, it says, when should the SMS delivery take place? This is where you can tell the agent when this should take place. You can say if the customer or if the caller, say if the caller asks to book an appointment or book a time to chat with an agent, I think that'd be fine. So we're just telling the AI when to send this text message. So now it knows, all right, if a caller ever asks to book an appointment or if they ask to talk to with the chat with an agent, this is when we should trigger this text message to send out to them. And it'll happen while the call is going on. So the agent will still be on the phone, and then this text will send. And this is what the agent will say before the message sends. So they'll say, sure, you can just say, sure, let me send you a quick booking link where you can book a time to chat with one of our agents.
But so what was after that? Oops.
I just said, sure, let me send you a booking link where you can book a time to chat with one of our agents or something like that. So that's what it will say. And then immediately this caller is going to get a text while the call is still going on. They're still on the phone with the agent. They're getting a ding on their phone. They're getting this text with that link to that booking page of the website. So anyway, that's how you create. There's a bunch of different use cases you could use. This is just one example, but that's how you create those action steps so that you can do other things other than just have the AI agent talking to people. Other things can be happening on the back end as well,
Okay.
while the call is going on. So anyway, yeah, just save that action there, and then that'll now show up as one of your actions. So anyway, that's the majority of the setup. For some reason,
Here's
yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
here's yeah, where was that? Phone numbers. I
That's where you'll
I
select.
think it was
You buy
here.
a phone, you'll buy a phone number in your sub account, and then you can select from them. If you click that drop down, do you have a number in this sub account yet?
I don't think so. No, I don't.
So that'd be the first thing. So as we mentioned earlier, and Abel mentioned, like knowledge base would be good to probably set up first. I know I kind of did it backwards, but knowledge base would be a good one to set up. Also, make sure you buy a phone number because this AI agent has to be hooked up to some sort of phone number. So you'll click add number and then you'll just buy a number. They're like $1.15 per month. And then
Do
yeah,
this one, add phone
just
number.
add phone
Okay.
number. And then you can type in different area codes. So you could type in click filter over on the right and then search by your area code. So do like the 3-digit area code of your area. And then where it says match to any part of number, that drop down there to the right, select first part of number and then click apply. And this will find all the 702 numbers if they're available. Click refresh results. Sometimes they don't show up right at the start. And I click it a few times. I've noticed occasionally some will start to pop up. It just depends if there's all the numbers in the number pool are taken already. Try a different area code.
Let me do this.
And sometimes if you can't find the number like the day of, there we go. Um, you can come back the next day and try 702 again, and sometimes they'll pop up. It just depends. Like people are always like releasing numbers because they're like canceling their accounts, and so these numbers will be put back into the number pool. But some of the big cities, a lot of the numbers are taken, unfortunately. So you kind of might have to use a different area code. Not a huge deal, but anyway,
Okay. So
each number is like $1.15, and that's per month. So not a huge cost. But then to use the number and actually like text people with it, make calls with it, this will take a minute, so you can just buy it later. They're going to
okay.
ask you to like plug in your ID, and you have to have like a camera where you can show your face to like just verify your identity. They don't let you buy numbers super easily anymore. You have to like make sure you're like have a US driver's license or passport or something like that. So, uh,
Okay.
but
But where I
anyway,
got, oh shoot. Okay, okay, so this is the number. Okay, this is where I was, right? Where I buy the number, and that's the number that I use. Like this is where I got confused because then there was like another number over here and then another number over here, and I was just confused. I didn't know which numbers like did what.
the one that has like right here where that you could just click that drop down, that'll be where your number that you would have just bought will show up. So that's the number that the AI agent will be hooked up to. So if anybody calls that number, the AI receptionist will pick up the phone. The number on the right over there is the one where that's just to test the agent. If you want to plug in your own cell phone and you want to talk to the agent just to test it out, that's what that testing bot or box is for over there, just for testing purposes. And I recommend using it because
Yeah, this. Okay, this is yeah, this right here. This is where I was okay.
select the number to
Select a
call
number to
from.
call from. What is that?
That's the number that you would have just bought, which we didn't do right now because you didn't because you have to do the identity verification thing. But the number to call from, so the AI agent will call you and you can play around with it and see how it sounds, test it, try to ask it questions, try to throw it off, and then enter the number to receive the call. That's where you'll just plug in like your cell phone number there, and then the agent will call you up and have a conversation with you, and you can just really test it out live before you release it to your customer.
Okay, so let me just so I understand this. Okay, so enter the number to receive the call. So this is where I can just like put in my own personal cell number
Yep.
just to test it. Like it'll call my number and I can talk to it, ask it questions just to test it.
Exactly. And then the
Okay.
number above that
Yeah.
drop down, that'll just like the drop down over on the left, that'll show your different phone numbers in your sub account. And that's the number the agent will call you from. It's just to test it out. Normally, people will be calling the agent and then the agent will pick up, but this time it's going to call you just for testing it out and seeing how it sounds.
Okay, so you're saying this number here will be the same number here. This will be
That's
the
right.
same number
That's right.
for
Yeah.
each, okay, for each sub. Okay, but where how do I hook it up to my client's phone number? Like how do they get this?
So then you have to set up call forwarding. So you can hook up basically you can forward phone calls that come in to your customer. It's not going to be directly hooked up to his cell phone. We can't use like somebody's Verizon phone number or whatever to hook up directly to the AI agent. That's why we have to get them a phone number and go high level for this all to work. But it can forward calls to him. So like that step earlier under the agent goals section, we can do a call forward as one of our action steps down below, like where it says new action, we can do a call forward up a little bit higher right there. So just like we created that text message action, we could do a call transfer action. So click that one. And then this is where you can plug in your client's phone number, where it says phone number to transfer to. You can plug in your client's cell phone right there, and the AI agent will transfer the call to your customer. Um, if that's what the AI agent deems as the best option throughout the call, right? It won't do that by default, but if the person that's on the call asks, "Hey, can you transfer me to a real person? I don't want to talk to you anymore," then it can make that transfer over to your client's cell, and then he'll get a ring on his phone, he'll answer it, and then he'll be right connected right with the lead that's calling in.
Okay, because the whole point of this, right, is uh, so that they don't lose, they don't miss calls, right? Like if they're busy, like say it's a real estate agent and they're busy, someone's trying to call them, they can't answer their phone right now.
Right.
Um, if I don't set this call forwarding up, then what will happen when if somebody calls? Like
It'll just talk to
I'm
the AI agent. The AI
right.
agent will gather that person's info. So the AI
Okay.
will gather their name, their email, phone number. It'll store it as a contact, and that's it. And then this realtor can then go follow up with that person after. But it's
So what
mainly just there to kind of gather contact info. You can set it up to be a booking agent where it'll book appointments with people and book them right onto the realtor's calendar. Um, those are a couple of use cases, but yeah.
how would the agent know? Like say they're busy and like somebody tries to call them and they talk to the agent and get, and they get I mean they talk to the customer and they get all the information and everything. Will the real estate agent get like an email or get like a text to their phone saying, "Hey, oh, someone just tried to call you." Like, how will they know that someone just tried to call them? And how will they be able to see like, is there like a transcript of what the voice AI agent said to the customer that they can read? You know what I mean? Like, how do they know? How do they get this information from the missed call?
Yeah, so you can have an automation send a text message to the agent, to the real estate agent, the guy that owns ABC Realty, and it can send him a text message saying, "Hey, John Smith just called," and it can give like a short transcript of like what was said, and you can send that to John Smith, the realtor, every time his AI agent had a call with somebody. So just so he's notified that a call just happened with his AI agent. And that's going to be an action step that we would need to create. So instead of the call transfer action, click X out of this box, yeah, or cancel, click new action, and then you can trigger a an automation. So trigger a workflow. You would create an automation under your automation builder first, and it would be a short transcript of it'd be a text message sent to this realtor, and then you can trigger this after the call has happened. So, well, sorry, no, no, no. Click X out of here. No, it's not right here. Scroll down, keep going down on this page to the bottom. It's down here, my bad. So you can just check this box. So receive email, trigger workflow when call is completed. You could check that one, and that one could give this realtor an update of that the call just happened. But you can also just have your customer receive an email after the call. So you can just select if you have all admins selected there, then everybody that works for ABC Realty will get an email that says, "Hey, a call just happened between your AI agent and John Smith," um, and it'll notify everybody that the call just happened. So
Okay.
sorry, I forgot there's a pre-built trigger here that already does that for us. If you want it to say a specific thing though, you can have it trigger a workflow when the call is completed, and you can create that workflow under your automation tab. and you can say something more custom. But the one that sends by default is pretty good already. So you can
This
just leave
one,
that on.
okay.
If you want some more in-depth content on how to grow your digital marketing agency, you can join my free HighLevel Quest community down below. It has my full 7-hour course on how to get your agency fully set up and go high level from start to finish.